think that way, but the studies and the science does not bear it out. Unfortunately, if you tend to be the kind of person who only tries to change in the beginning of the new year, unfortunately that 1 pound is going to keep staying on, and we all know about the New Year's resolutions.
What about just avoiding sweets? If we had, the basic foods, but we just avoid the sweets, would that work?
That'll work a little bit. Many people feel that by increasing the amount of sweets we consume, that's actually stimulating our appetite to eat even more. It's a little bit of a help, obviously, and if sweets are a significant portion of your caloric consumption during holidays, that's going to be a great help. But I think another important thing to keep in mind is we no longer have our diet restricted by seasons. It used to be that, okay, during Thanksgiving and Christmas, you would see certain types of foods, and then in the spring and summer, you would see different type of foods, and what you saw in the winter and fall, you would not see in the summer and spring. But that's no longer true. We're able to eat and see every kind of foods all year long in the supermarket, and there's no real reason for us to binge eat or eat extra in any one time, because that food's going to be gone. It's available all year long.
Well, we will all watch it this holiday season. Well, thank you, Dr. Vijay. And remember, Dr. Vijay is here every Sunday to answer all of your medical questions. So if you have a topic you'd like us to discuss in the future, shoot us an email at news@KIIITV.com, and in the subject line, write
food's going to be gone.
Particularly elderly men to start drinking and smoking more. This morning the doctor is in to tell us how the body reacts when we decide to pick up bad habits at an older age. Good morning, Dr. Vijay, and thank you for joining us. All right, so let's talk about this. There's been an increase in the use of alcohol and tobacco among older Americans.
Well, whenever we go through stressful periods of time in our lives, and specifically what we're going through now, many people have various coping mechanisms. Some are healthier than others, and occasionally some will actually pick up habits that may not be beneficial to them in the long run, and thus the increased consumption of alcohol and tobacco in people who are more affected by the recent economic downturn. Okay,
and talk to me about how alcohol and tobacco affect us as we get older. Can you continue to have the same amount? Let's say that maybe you're a heavy drinker when you're younger. Can you continue as you get older, or does it have a greater effect on your body?
Well, unfortunately, nothing stays the same as our body ages, and that doesn't, the effect of alcohol and tobacco on your body is no different, actually. So when you're younger, your body is better able to metabolize the alcohol, and you may not show as many outward signs of alcohol consumption. But as you age, that same amount of alcohol, say you're drinking 3 drinks a night or 2 drinks a night every night, as you get older, those same 2 drinks can have a much more significant effect on your mood, your ability to control your behavior after having those 2 drinks, and also your long-term health in terms of your liver function and even your mental capacity.
Now, what about people that say that they build a tolerance to it, that they need more drinks as they go along because they get tolerant to it? What would you say to that?
Well, your body does build a certain amount of physical tolerance to the effects of alcohol on the brain, specifically the effects that one may be looking for when you drink a significant amount of alcohol. Unfortunately, your body never builds up a tolerance to the bad effects of alcohol. The effect it's having on your liver, the effect it's having on your brain. And we spoke earlier about all the different organs in the body that are affected negatively by the alcohol, and this doesn't change. And actually, as we get older, because we don't metabolize alcohol as well, those deleterious effects may actually be worse.
Okay, now is there a safe level of alcohol and tobacco use for elderly citizens?
Well, depending on how elderly you are and what your body function is, there may be. Specifically, unfortunately, more literature, more data is coming out that safe level of alcohol consumption may be a whole lot lower than what we're currently